Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Build Something America. Hey, trying to grow the channel, so if you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe button, comment about what you would do different, what you like, what you don't like. Today we're building a little C10, a little 83 C10, and the story is just as important as the build. It belonged to my father-in-law, who passed away a few years ago, and my brother-in-law gave me the truck. And it was a long bed fleet side. What I decided to do was, instead of restoring the truck, it had some issues. I cut the frame and shortened the frame, made it into a step side, went from a 350 to a 402 aluminum headed big block, Howard's cam, just some really, kind of some go fast goodies. Makes about 510 horsepower and about 514 torque. Give or take a little bit depending on how it's tuned, but it's an all motor for right now. I did build it for nitrous, but anyway, I thought I'd show you some updates today. So we will, I'll show you what's going on around the truck. As you can see from the underneath side, I've got a really nice pulley set up. I could lower it down, but right now I've just got it up in the air doing some work. Got a 400, turbo 400 that Lone Star Transmission's built. It's a good friend of mine. Trying to get some better light. Let me get back here. I built stainless exhaust for it. Right now it dumps right there. There's not going to be a bed floor in it. I'm going to leave all of this open once it's all painted and looks good underneath. But as you can see, I cut the frame. I left the weld there because I'm not trying to hide anything. On the outside you can't see anything, and on the bottom you can't see because I blended that in real well. But this brace, let me get a better view. Sorry about the camera work, I'm by myself. This brace that I built here bolts on both sides of where I made the Z cut in the frame, and it'll have several more bolts that go in it. Kind of serve as a scab plate, but also this holds my 4-link bars and it has my drive shaft loop in it. So never seen one quite like that, so I thought I'd give it a try and fab something. It's got a 9-inch Ford in it. Right now it's 300 gears, but I'm gonna run some highway gears actually in this thing. I've got a set of 242s, I believe they are. It might be 243s. I did C-notch the frame, and let's get out here on the outside. You can see I found a little step side bed for it, and it's just going to be a nice little build. These trucks have been built to death, so I'm not going to try to make a show quality truck. I'm actually not even going to paint it. I'm just going to leave it just like it is. I did chop the top 4 inches. Still quite a bit of work to do on the top, but it is chopped 4 inches. I didn't go real extreme with it. Got aluminum radiator over here that's going to go in it, and catch can and a few more things I've still got to mount. Over here I've got a little overflow and catch can that's got to go in it, but I am trying my best, guys, to do this old truck justice and just make a good little driver, a little 500 horse street truck. It won't be the fastest thing on the road, but I'm not building it to be the fastest. I just want it to turn a few heads and get people to ask questions. And the main thing is getting out of the house and actually doing something. The name of this channel is Let's Build Something America. Just simply a play on words, but probably a little more than that. It's all about trying to do something, that you've never done before. Kind of stretch yourself a little bit. I am a welder fabricator by trade. I bought this on eBay a few years ago. It's a little Tweco machine, back in 2016. It's been a fabulous machine for $1,200. I do all my TIG welding with it, MIG. It's been a really good machine. This is a Fabricator 211i, and I have no complaints. It stick welds real good, 7018. I don't do a whole lot of 7018 welding. It's mostly TIG and MIG welding, but it served me a good purpose. And of course, I'm a big motorcycle guy. I like my go fast bikes. I love riding old Harley and Yamahas and Kawasaki's, and I don't have one favorite. I kind of just enjoy riding. But I wanted to say welcome to the channel, and also talk a little bit about the issue that everybody's been talking about with the Discovery Channel and canceling all the shows. One reason why I got into doing this kind of stuff was, number one, Street Outlaws. I started watching around 2013, 2014, got into it really big, and I just thought it was great, those good old country boys. I actually worked with a guy that his son grew up with, some of those guys, Sean and Murder Nova, and he was telling me, that they were genuine, they were real racers. And so I got into it, and then just started watching the shows, and Martin Brothers and Roadkill, everybody's favorite stuff. And I thought, I might try to do something like that. So I built a little Falcon that a friend of mine owns now. Did all the chassis work on it, and 4 pans, and scooted the engine back 7 inches. I'll have a video on my channel of that car. He fell in love with it and bought it from me, and I bought it back from him because I got sick that I sold it. And he told me, look, I'm gonna buy the car back, and if you want to come drag race it, or take it to a car show, take your wife out on Friday night or something, you're more than welcome to it. It's got a little 334 small block in it with a Tony Highcomb Power Glide, 9-inch Ford rear end 4-link, just like it's in this truck. But those shows like Roadkill and Roadkill Garage and Hot Rod Garage and all the stuff that most of you guys that are going to watch this channel, and I'm hoping y'all watch. I know I don't have the fancy cameras and lights. I'm just a small town guy. I have a full-time job. I'm a salesman at a crane company and a crane operator by trade. And I got into crane operating about 20 years ago, but that's off the subject. Nevertheless, those shows gave me the drive, I guess would be the right word, the drive to, number one, build the shop, and then little by little, I was drag racing. I had a ZX14 with nitrous on it, and I did some land speed racing. I went 205.3 miles an hour at the Texas Mile, and I still love riding motorcycles. Obviously, I got a shop full of them, but I got out of after I hit the 200 mile an hour mark, the next thing is to try to set a record. Well, I don't have the finances for that, and it's probably a good thing that I don't. I've never been fast enough. I'm a speed freak by heart. I love going fast, drag racing, boats, cars, motorcycles, tractor pulls, anything that makes horsepower, man, I'm into it. And so I'm hoping that's the kind of guys and gals that tune into this channel, because that's what I'm looking for. I want some ideas, I want some comments. And I know a lot of them are not going to be positive, because I don't have a cameraman. I don't have, a lot of the stuff that maybe eventually one day I will have someone to run the camera and have a better camera instead of an iPhone and things like that. But you guys have any ideas that you'd like to see me do to the truck, man, put it in the comments, what you like, what you don't like. But the main thing is, this truck is not going to be a flawless, show truck. This truck is just, David Freiberger said, don't get it right, get it running. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just get the truck where I can enjoy driving it. I'm not trying to make it look like the original muscle truck or anything like that. It's just, I'm using parts that sometimes are give to me. My buddy built the transmission. I built him a little small block to go in a future hot rod that he's gonna build. But I want you guys to tune in, like and subscribe, and I promise I'll get better with the content and get better with the camera work. I just, I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day, and remember, let's build something America.